Yo guys, it's Mike from Chess Lifestyle and it is good to be back. We are here for actually 52 minutes of training now. So I'm going to have to spend a couple minutes just fixing all of these things up. We are actually up to, what was it? 3,120 or something? I don't know. I don't remember. I literally looked at it like 10 seconds ago and I've already forgotten. Let's go. Wait, was it 320 or 330? I don't remember. Oh, it was 330. Wow. We'll take that, I guess. Yeah, so we gained some subscribers over the Christmas break. And that means we're needing to train 52 minutes, which means, of course, I forgot that I need to set a timer to ensure that I do everything. But yeah, how's everyone been? What have you guys been up to? I am currently in Vietnam. And yeah, it's been cool. I mean, one shock, I would say, if I can call it a shock, is the cuisine here. I mean, in the UK, I would say that like when you eat Vietnamese food, it's generally quite refreshing. I would say refreshing, and maybe if you want to be a bit more pessimistic, a bit bland. But over here in Vietnam, it's like, at least to me, it's extremely like flavorful. But also it's almost too flavorful. I mean, like they're really throwing in all kinds of stuff like intestines and like God knows what else, like all these kind of like pig's blood, and I don't even know. And like I'm just eating it with my eyes closed because like I don't really want to think about it. But yeah, it's why is this not working? Is it American times? What is this? No. 03, 01. Oh, is it 24-hour clock? Maybe that's why. But why shouldn't this work? Can anyone work out what I'm doing wrong here? Oh, you guys can't even see the screen. Let me show you guys what I'm trying to work out. I'm trying to work out how to set this timer. Days, hours, minutes. Yeah, count 2. Maybe this is the... Oh, I don't remember how to do this, guys. Why is my memory so bad? Why can't I remember how to set a timer on this? Current PC time? This should work. This should work. Why is that not working? Please pick a time later. Oh, it's 2024. Oh, okay. I do remember how to do it. For God's sake, I used to remember this. This would be my kryptonite back in school. Like, I swear to God, like I would write 2024 for like the first several months, before realizing it's 2025. Oh, God. Okay, now we've got that sorted. We can actually do some chess training. And for today, let me get rid of some stuff. Yeah, for today, what we're going to do is we're just going to grind a bunch of advanced chess tactics. I was hoping that we'd actually have a more interesting stream today where we would take a look at some of the World Rapid and Blitz games that are relevant to my opening repertoire. But that's going to have to wait until another day because I've been a very, very bad boy and I've played 58 bullet games today and 7 Blitz games. And as you can see by this photo here, I have, you could call it some New Year's resolutions, I guess. To do 1 puzzle rush every day, match the number of bullet games with puzzles on Lichess. So I've got 58 puzzles I need to do today. My whole idea of this is that if I can't stop playing bullets, then I may as well get something good out of it and do these puzzles. Yeah, for these Monday, Wednesday, Friday streams, I want to like be drilling these advanced tactics, make sure that I'm on top of these because they're definitely not on top of right now in my chess. And yeah, for every Blitz game, actually go through and learn from mistakes. So I've got a lot I need to get on with, so we're basically just going to focus on this. And if I manage to finish everything, then I will take a look at this article here by an international master, Harry 2022-09, on how to use calculation books effectively. Looks like a really good read. But okay, let's put in the hard work first, and then we can enjoy this read afterwards. The mic is pretty quiet. Thank you, Willie Johnson. Why am I forgetting your name? Oh my god, Stephen. Thank you, Stephen, for letting me know. I will improve my mic a bit. I kind of wanted to make sure that you could hear the music. That's why I got my mic a bit lower. Can you hear a bit of background music? The thing is, I don't want to increase the music on my side because it's actually loud enough for me, but I think it's too quiet for you. That's the problem. But anyway, let's just get into some training. So let's make sure I'm on the right account. Ponziani Ghost, and welcome Kramnik student to the chat, and thank you for the follow on Lichess. Please analyze the fourth Armageddon game of the Blitz final. Interesting. To be honest, I haven't even seen it. So probably that's worth analyzing, unless it was some board draw, which I wouldn't be surprised either. But yeah, first of all, let's do some training. So we're going to start off with some puzzles. We are going to, let me see what. Still too quiet to hear. Still, I mean, Stephen, are you not able to turn up the volume for you? Let me just make sure that. Yeah, this should be the mic that's correct. I mean, I can make myself louder. I can make myself a lot louder, but then the problem is you're not going to be able to hear the music. That's why I was like, if I turn my mic down, but keep the audio on like maximum, then maybe you would be able to hear the music. You can see that there's a big difference right now. Oh, they didn't play a fourth Armageddon game? I mean, like fourth playoff game? I thought they played 4 playoff games and then decided to call it a draw. I thought they at least played 4 games, but maybe I'm wrong. The mic's pretty quiet. I think still. Oh, the music. Wait, Stephen, you're confusing me. Is the music too quiet or is my mic too quiet? Okay, let me put my mic down. And then if you turn your whole system up, then I think you can hear the music. I can't hear the music anyway? Oh man. What am I to do? I think if we do this, it should be fine. Like, you should be able to turn up the volume overall, hear me, and hear the music. Like, is there any way I can... Don't think I can do this any better. I mean, is my volume really quiet? Like, can you literally not hear me, even if you turn up YouTube to the max? So they never played the 4th game. Okay, so they played 4 Blitz games, then 3 playoffs games. I see. Mic is good when you put it louder, and we can never hear the music. Okay, that kind of sucks. In that case, I will try and make the music a bit louder. Might just be a bit annoying for me. Oh, I've got a genius idea. I will turn this up and then turn this down. Oh, is this gonna work? Maybe this will work. Because now I think the music is higher and my mic is still high enough. Does this work for you guys or not? I mean, the only downside is that Lichess is going to be quieter, but I don't think I really need Lichess to be loud. Okay, Stephen, you're my guinea pig for this. Like, how's it now? Can you hear the music as well as my voice? Also, apologies to everyone watching for all of this like technical difficulties. I mean, it's the start of a new year. Let's get this right, and then we'll not have to touch it for the rest of the year. Sounds great. Amazing. So let me just double check the settings. So this is, okay, 0.85 for mic and 100 for music, and then 50-50 on the YouTube. And okay, I can kind of remember this roughly. Okay, I should be able to remember that. Okay, let's go. Let's solve some advanced tactics. So basically, on Lichess, they very generously provide some different kind of like subcategories. And because there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 categories, we're gonna try and do 3 lots of free sets. So it's kind of like if we're going to a gym, we're basically using free apparatus and doing like free sets of each. So, or like 3 reps in a way. 3 reps, 1 set, and just do 3 different apparatus, and then call it a day there. So I will do a bunch more tactics in my own time, but for the purposes of a stream, let's do this. So as you can see, my tactics rating has gone right down. Definitely not because I was tilting and pissed off at losing a bunch of bullet rating and just getting easier -600 elo tactics incorrect. But okay, here we are, 2200 rating. We'll just do normal level difficulty. The theme is attraction. Let's go. So the first thing that jumps out to me is like pawn takes, king takes, and queen check. And if the king goes back in the corner, do we have like some straight up win? Queen takes h6 looks promising, but again, you know, it's not a forcing move. This needs some more careful calculation. So let's just take a step back and let's actually have a think. So in this position, clearly an attack on the king is something that we would like. I mean, that king looks particularly weak. Also, it looks like this pawn is going to be nullified very soon. So this looks like it needs to be the right move. It's a very forcing move they have to take. Then what candidate moves do we have? We've got a rook check or we've got a queen check coming in. Rook check, then there's king h8 again. And I'm not sure what exactly we've achieved. Maybe bishop g8 could threaten a mate here or something, but they could probably just take it. I am getting very good vibes about this check and queen takes h6. So if I do this, they don't have any checks against me. I'm threatening to move the bishop. What can they play? If they play like queen e7 and give one check, they go king g8. I'm really not sure. Takes on g7, king g7. I mean, that's an attraction. We're luring the king out. Queen g6, king h8. What about that? Bishop, king, pawn g7, king g7, queen g6, king h8, bishop g8 here. Because we threaten a mate on h7. If they take with the rook, we take on h6 with checkmate. Yeah, and on any queen e7, we can take on h6, and they can't... Oh no, they can take here. But then I can give a check, and then there's queen g6 checkmate. Did everyone get that? So it's pawn takes g7, takes, check, king h8, bishop g8. On queen e7, we can give queen takes h6 check, king takes g8 is forced, rook g1 check, king f7 is forced, and queen g6 is checkmate. Using the swallowtail mate. There's a king on f7 with 2 pieces behind it. A queen on the square will be a checkmate. So, see, to be honest, that seemed really difficult to me. Like, there's bishop g... Oh, I want to die. I want to die. And that is why we are training tactics, ladies and gentlemen, and we are not enjoying ourselves with, you know, some chess study. For God's sake. Why is bishop g8 not the answer? Bishop g8 is probably not the answer due to knight f6. Bishop g8, knight f6, queen h6, king g8, rook g1, and the king probably escapes. So what is the answer then? Just queen h6? But I thought queen e7, and I didn't see a good move. Also, Stephen, if you're going to comment on the position... Oh, you're not. Okay, good. I was going to say, if you're giving your answer, then I'd prefer that you make a YouTube account and comment on YouTube. I mean, it's 2025. There's absolutely no excuses not to have a YouTube account in this day and age. And, you know, you can join in the chat that way. But, okay, thanks for sending me some interesting message. I will check it out after the stream. But yeah, what the hell did I miss? Queen h6 must be the move. Queen e7, and what did I miss? Bishop g6, king g8. I mean, rook g1 looks very promising. Probably that's just it. I mean, they're probably way too slow to create anything, and they can't defend. Or can they? No, they can't. Yes, they can. Queen h6, king e7, bishop g6, king g8, rook g1. Maybe there's queen g7. So I'm now wondering, if you're queen h6 here, what if we drop the bishop back somewhere else? Oh my god, it is this bishop g8. Do you remember I calculated this? I calculated this, and I determined that there was nothing here. Even though it's exactly the same, but just more forcing. Oh. I literally calculated this earlier and dismissed it. I remember saying bishop. I remember saying bishop g8. I remember saying this, and I just didn't see that I had rook g1 here. Oh, that's really annoying. Oh, but everything is winning? So okay, this obviously wins for the same reason, that this is checkmate and this just loses. Oh, there's queen g5 and they live to see another day, but yeah, bishop g8 is winning. And I just missed mate in 3 on any of these moves. Yeah, this is what I was thinking. Like, if I move the bishop not on g6, then maybe I'm just winning with this check. Yeah. Oh, God. I mean, guys, this is why I don't attack. This is why I don't attack the king. This is why I'm 2,500 online, because I don't play for these cancerous checkmates on the king. But ultimately, okay, like, if I'm gonna, have any aspirations for classical chess, I just need to be able to see this. I mean, this isn't even difficult attacking chess. This is like, for someone my level, I need to be able to see this. So okay, let's try some more. Okay, so rook g6 is my first instinct, because maybe I've got something here, but again, let's actually think. So the king is definitely exposed. Again, it's one of these. Candidate moves. I mean, I really don't want to do like a proper evaluation. It just seems so slow and frustrating, but okay, I mean, we're up at 1 pawn. Okay, let me turn on the aircon. I can already feel myself getting triggered by this work. And for the record, guys, I mean, this, like, if you're gonna take like any kind of like training advice from this stream, if you are a player that is just enjoying the game of chess, I think Jan Marcos said that if you're training chess and you're just like enjoying the game, I think it's 50-50 in terms of training stuff you enjoy and training stuff that you don't enjoy. And then if you're actually a serious player, it should be 70% stuff you don't enjoy and 30% that you do enjoy. I might have got those numbers wrong, but it's something like this. Like, you should evaluate whether you're training for fun or training for something better. Unfortunately, I saw the chat and saw that rook f7 is the correct answer. Very, very nice find. But yeah, okay. Maybe actually, guys, if you give an answer on chat, generally I say it's fine, but actually maybe just put like move spoiler in capital letters and then put the answer, because yeah, sometimes I just catch a glimpse of a new chat and I see the answer. But yeah, I mean, rook f7 is brilliant. I mean, rook takes f7, you just got queen g6. If king h8, knight f7 is mate, and if the king comes to f8, then you mate on f7 with the queen. And it looks like, yeah, any other move with the king, you're just gonna give a check. This would be a checkmate. Here, it must lead to mate. I mean, queen g6 is checkmate. So yeah, rook f7 is beautiful. But yeah, I mean, this is how I would need to solve the puzzle. I'd need to evaluate that, yeah, the king is weak. Our main objective is to go for checkmate. Therefore, what candidate moves contribute to our plan? Any forcing moves, so checks, captures, any moves that weaken the opponent's king or bring in attackers, remove defenders. So candidate moves would be rook f7, rook g6, queen h7, queen g6, knight takes f7, rook h6. All of these moves should be candidates, and then you start with your forcing moves, and fingers crossed I would find rook f7 and calculate that it's winning. So Yo, Iron, yes, I am back. New year, same old me, grinding tactics and failing at tactics. So that is why we need to get back into it if we don't want to suck at chess. But Rook F7 indeed is the correct answer and very nice motif. Okay, since I didn't get that one myself, let's do two more here. Let's do two more puzzles here. But yeah, good job, Kramnik student, for finding this. Okay, black to play. Let's go. So, okay, we're a knight down. Their king is very exposed in the center. We're going to be using the attraction technique. Okay, that's see, these positions I hate because there's so much to consider. Like, okay, I'll go in a position should be to checkmate. Therefore, let's look at our forcing moves. We've got queen c5. We've got queen b3. The queen sacks don't work. We've got rook takes f3. We've got rook takes e4. Any captures? Okay, we can capture the rook here. So what? We've got 1, 2, 3, 4 candidate moves. Okay, so let's go through each one. If queen b3 check, they can definitely block. If they move the king, this probably is catastrophic. Although they can move here as well. That's a lot of options. I'll put queen b3 on hold. I don't want to calculate this. It looks like there's too much. So let's look at queen c5. Queen c5, if they come this way, then I can give a check here. And this looks very, very strong. Actually, checkmate in 2. So queen c5, they can't come that way. If they block, that could be strong. This also looks like it could be strong. Again, not getting good vibes from it. So what about our other moves? What if we sack? If we sack, they can even take with the king. I'm not sure if we have a continuation here. I mean, they have a lot of material that they can use to block. I don't really see it. What about this sack? If king takes... Again, not seeing it. So all of the checks don't really work. Let me just make sure I've looked at all the captures. What about this capture? They can take with the knight with check. I really don't like that. What about threats? Can we actually tee up a threat? I don't think so. So that means it must have been one of the moves that we just said. Unless I'm missing a check. So I'm going to have a quick scan to see if I didn't miss like a check or something. So it's probably within the variation that I missed something. So let's go again. Queen b3 check. This one I didn't even calculate. If rook d3... Queen b3, rook d3, then we've got rook takes f3. This looks promising. If king takes, then we take here. This looks promising, right? Very promising. And we pick up the knight. So at least that looks very promising. We can calculate it a bit more in a sec. Queen b3, if they come here, did we actually have a winning follow-up? Oh man. Okay, let's try and look through this methodically, because clearly I'm not getting anything from the position. Sorry to be so negative, guys, but it's like, I haven't been training tactics, and, you know, it's like, let's say like, you know, you go to the gym regularly, and then you stop going to the gym, and you start going to the gym again, you're going to be having all these aches and pains and feeling terrible. It's exactly the same, right? I'm basically getting my ass kicked right now. I can't even lift like the bar, let alone any weights. So it's just like, it's just absolutely tragic, and that's why I'm pissed, right? So you know, bear with me. Queen b3, king d4. We've got so many checks and none of them work, I don't think. It's actually so tilting. It's so tilting to be this bad. Ooh, what about that? queen b3, king d4, queen check here. My point being, if they came here, maybe I can sack the rook. And then take the knight with check. Which looks kind of promising, but... I mean, the king is very exposed, but with down a rook, it's like... It's a bit... And the problem is they can even come this way. They can even come this way, which I'm not a fan of at all. I mean, c5, they just take the rook. I can't give a check here because they'll take. Like, what am I missing? Oh, and this is a 2100 puzzle. Like, come on. Okay, what if it's queen c5? I know I dismissed it earlier, but... I said I didn't see anything here. And if they block. Oh, God. Oh, this is actually gonna be torture. This is gonna be 2025, a year of torture, boys. and girls, if there are any girls watching. Oh my God. I don't know what else I'm missing. I mean, like, this rook is on a sticky square, this knight is on a sticky square, the rooks defend each other. Like, if we're not playing for mate, what are we playing for? I mean, in a game I played queen b3, but after king d4 I didn't see the win. Wait, what was wrong with this move? I think I just said that there was nothing here. Maybe there is nothing here. Oh, but somehow it feels promising as well, but I don't see it. Maybe queen b3 now? And something like this, where... I don't believe it. Just one queen is not going to be a checkmate. And the rook's protected on g5. Like, what am I missing? Queen b3, king d4. It has to be that, but what am I missing? Maybe now takes? Oh, it's probably now takes, isn't it? If pawn takes... Maybe now c5, forcing king d4? The win. Ah! Oh my God. I swear to God, if it's something really easy that I've missed, I actually don't know what I'm gonna do. It's so embarrassing to be this bad. I don't know what I'm missing. Screw it, I'm gonna play queen b3 and lose some more points. But they couldn't block because then we just take, and then I just take, and then I'm completely doing fine. I mean, this is the only follow-up. There's literally nothing else to consider, so we can play it. I don't get it. Why can't I play king d4? Queen d5. Okay, let me calculate this. Did I see this right? And we even have, which move was 0.00? Rook c5. Is it? Okay, rook c5 makes some weird, wacky sense, but I don't know. So rook c5 doesn't make sense. It's knight takes c5, so I have no idea. But okay, queen d5 is winning. I think queen d5, I did see something, right? I did see that if here, then I can take. And this looks really good. But then I was like, what if they just play this? And I didn't see what happens here. And that's why I dismissed it. But queen d5, king c3, I actually have a move? I didn't see any more checks here. Oh my god, there's rook takes f3. I think it's just about like being able to envision the whole board. And I've actually got like a tumor or something that blocks it. I think this is the problem. King d4, queen d5, king e3, rook f3. Yes. What if king c3? King c3, rook f3 is check. Yeah. I didn't even see rook f3. That's my problem. I don't know what was the mind block. Again, I think like, you know, like actually 2 people have mentioned this to me now, but it's just like my level of pessimism with these tactics. It prevents me from like being optimistic enough to believe that there could be something. I just need to be more confident that there's something and trust myself, but there's just no trust. There's no confidence. So without confidence, I can't find these moves, right? That's the problem. So, okay, we got the right answer, but with a bit of luck. Let's see if we can do any better. Let's not give up. What is Kramnik saying? The problem is some days our brain refuses to work. I mean, the problem is if it's every day your brain refuses to work. That's the problem, Kramnik. That's the real problem. Chess on the Fire says, it's so nice watching you and following your thought process, so I'm not the only one. I'm really glad to hear, Chess on the Fire, that I'm not the only one as well. So this is nice. So, I mean, we can struggle through this together. But I mean, the good news is that I'm 2,000 FIDE, I'm 2,500 Blitz online. I mean, you know, I didn't scam my way there. The point is that I legitimately got there, and it shows that tactics is not 99% of chess. So, I mean, there's hope. There's really hope. And I mean, I even have goals still to make like FM and who knows, maybe even beyond. I mean, recently I've been in touch with a GM who says that like my goal should be FM and it should be even beyond. So it's like I have so conflicting opinions about myself and my chess, because here I am struggling with 2100 level tactics, and then there's like a GM telling me I should be pushing for FM. So it's like really a mindfuck. But yeah, you know, it is what it is, and we just gotta like do better and work harder. So this is what we're doing. Okay, let's give this a shot. So in this position, 4-5-5. Okay, we have a very weak king. They're not threatening to checkmate us in 1. We do have some defense, but it looks very dodgy. And I'd say that in this position, our goal should be checkmate. That's my honest goal, because right now we've got some pressure. I really don't like this pressure. I actually want to turn the tables. So if our goal is checkmate, what moves, candidate moves, contribute towards this goal? Rook takes g1 is definitely one. Queen takes as a check has to be looked at. Taking the knight is not possible because of mate in 1. Any other checks, any other captures? I don't see any. So, okay, we need to look at these checks. Now, queen takes, knight takes. There's absolutely nothing there. We have just lost the queen for nothing. So rook takes g1 feels almost forced, based on our goal that checkmate is a goal. I mean, if we don't have checkmate, we need to lower our goal of the calculation and then find some candidate moves. But here, rook takes g1 is the only move that satisfies our goal. King takes g1. And then, what candidate moves do we have? We've got rook g8 check. We've got queen d1 check. We've got queen takes d4 check. We've got queen b1 check. And those are all of our checks. And we need to play with a check, I suspect, given things are loose, there's pressure here. I want to look at our checks. So rook g8 check first. Let's have a quick look at that. If king h1, queen f1 is mate, if king f2, then what? We've got queen takes d4 check. If queen e3 block, then queen g2 check. King takes g2, queen takes e3, we pick up the queen, and we're happy. We're not getting checkmated, we have a escape. Let me just draw the arrows for people. So rook g8. If king f2, we check, and then we've got this classic deflection. We deflect the king and then pick up the queen. So rook g1, king g1, rook g8, king f2, queen check. I mean, it looks very promising. I mean, any of the king moves here, we just bring the rook all the way down with check. I'd be extremely surprised if we're not checkmating here. No, we are. We absolutely are. Or are we? Because the queen actually covers the square. Let's actually just be concrete. Rook g1, king g1, rook g8. They can't block. They can't go to king h1, so king f2 is forced. We then go queen takes d4. If they go king f1, we go rook g1 check, king e2, rook g2 check, king e1 forced, queen g1 mate. Okay. If they go to king e2 there at the start instead of king f1, we go rook g2 check. And again, we've got this queen g1 motif every time. We've got queen g1 every time. I completely overlooked queen g1 as a mate with the rook here. So yeah, this is just the answer. Okay, nice. Okay, we got one correctly. Let's go. Okay. Welcome, Asan. Happy New Year. Hope you're doing well. I am now in Vietnam. Have you ever been? Would love to hear. Forget tactics. You should be doing endgame studies. I've actually studied Jan Timman's old book on endgame studies, and those are some really, really nice exercises and nice themes. Yeah, they really push your chess. The thing is, Vardy, you say forget tactics. I mean, it depends what level you are, and unfortunately, tactics are not simple for me, and I have to do them. There's no exception, and actually, I mean, you've even got players like Brandon Clark, who's 2,500 IM, maybe he's GM now even. He practices tactics every day. He does tactics every day, and he says it's a bit like football where, you know, these professionals like Lionel Messi, Ronaldo, they still practice shooting every day, they still practice passing every day, they still practice dribbling every day. They don't stop the basics, because if you are not sharp, you can lose games due to blunders. And I mean, you see at the top level, these top players blundering all the time because they don't practice their tactics. So it's a matter of discipline. I don't think forget tactics is the right advice. I think it's necessary, and it's whether it depends how much you can. But of course, yeah, endgame studies are useful. I mean, I would say, if anything, middle game calculation matters even more, because endgame studies are a bit abstract. I mean, if you can really do some heavy work on middle game calculation, I think this will be the biggest payoff. But of course, if you are motivated to do endgame studies, this will help your calculation a lot as well. And I have done them in the past. But yeah, I need to start even simpler. I mean, these are still holes in my chess that I want to fix. What did Mohammed say? Sorry, Asan say rook takes rook, queen takes knight, and then rook g8. Yeah, I think. Wait, did I? No. Asan said queen takes knight first. No, rook g8 is just more forcing. And I think when you play a move like queen takes d4, the king can run, and you have less pieces in the attack. I mean, maybe you can argue bishop g4 as a move. Maybe. It looks promising as well. But maybe there's an escape here. Let's actually have a look. Queen takes d4, king g2, and white is winning. Incredible. Wow, because of this. That is absolutely brutal. So I guess, yeah, if I had looked at queen takes d4 in my calculation first, when I was looking at my candidate moves, good, remember, I said rook g8, queen d4, queen b1, queen d1. So if I'd seen queen d4 first, I hope I would have calculated every candidate move, and I would have reached this king h3 and realized that queen d4 doesn't work. It's just lucky that my intuition was telling me rook g8 is what I should look at first. Thanks, except I'm a stronger player than you and achieve this in part by doing endgame studies. I mean, I'm giving advice from stronger players than potentially you. I mean, let's look you up, Mr. Ilan Vardy. I mean, no disrespect, but I mean, you know, like, I mean, the only Ilan Vardy I can find has no FIDE rating, so I would love to hear more about your chess experience, or what your full name is. But I mean, this is from my experience as well, and yeah, I have a lot of experience too, and I'm also in touch with a lot of strong players. So I mean, yeah, like, it's to each their own. But okay, That was good. Let's now move on to the next tactic theme. Okay. So this one is clearance. Clearance, let's just read the definition again, make sure that we understand this. A move often with tempo that clears a square, file, or diagonal for a follow-up tactical idea. So, clears a square, clears a file, or clears a diagonal. Right. So, the first move that comes to mind is knight f3. I mean, this is very clearance, like provoking this pawn takes f3. I mean, pawn takes f3 is even forced, so that clears a file to the king, removes the pawn on g2. But okay, I don't see an immediate follow-up there, so let's actually try and calculate this properly. So, we actually have a symmetrical Benoni structure. What does Arsene say about life? I'm doing all right. I hope that things are going well for you. And thanks for clarifying your thought process. Oh, thoughts on the recent nonsense. Yes. Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's really crazy. Like the chess world recently. I mean, I've got like... Yeah, I'm not going to get into it any further. I mean, like, I've said my piece. I mean, there was even more drama to be unveiled after me releasing this video. I mean, it's just a joke. It's really just a joke. But, I mean, that doesn't take away from the fact that, you know, improving at your own game is very rewarding. And this is what we're here for as well, right? So, okay, let's have a think. So, I believe we're a pawn... No, we're a piece down. Piece for a pawn down. But we have very, very active pieces. Typical Benoni kind of compensation. And what kind of moves do we need to look at? Well, we want to go for checkmate, since we're material down. Candidate moves include knight f3, but also knight g4. Knight g4 is starting to look more and more pleasant. Although there is this bishop f4 to kind of defend, so... Yeah, we need to think carefully. So knight f3, knight g4 are candidates. Queen h2, queen h1, queen f2. They're all checks. Probably should just be considered just in case. Any kind of threats aside from knight g4? Don't really see. So in that case, let's start calculating. Let's look at this knight f3 first, since it's the most forcing. Knight f3, pawn f3. And what candidate moves do we have here? I really love as well, for the record, guys, that this Ilan Badi joins the stream for the first time and claims that he's the stronger player, but there's nothing to back up. Like, where's the FIDE profile? And this is also something I've noticed, that like generally with stronger players, when they're challenged on a point, they try and if they are going to argue, they try and argue with reason. They'll never say that I am the stronger player, therefore. You know, I'm correct, right? So, I mean, like, you know, clearly, you know, like, congrats, Ilan, you triggered me a bit with your response. But, I mean, it's also evident that you're either kind of like, you know, like, just backwards in terms of, like, your conversational skills, or you're simply just not a strong player. And I think the majority of strong players I've spoken to, you know, would never leave a comment like that. So, I mean, you know, I'm pretty happy with the way I understand chess improvement, and I'm gonna stick by it. So, I mean, yeah, if you're gonna make comments like this, then be prepared to fight to the death on such a stance. But okay, knight f3, pawn f3. I don't see any follow-up checks. Yeah, I don't really see it. I mean, therefore we should move on. Let's take a look at knight g4. Knight g4 threatens queen h2 checkmate. If knight g4 is bishop f4 the only move, knight g4 rook e1. That looks very dodgy. Because knight g4, rook e1. We've got queen f2, and at the very least, we've got perpetual. Queen h4, king back to g1. At the very least, we've got perpetual. I mean, we are down a piece. Probably not ideal, but better than nothing. Knight g4. Okay, bishop f4 trying to play on for a win. Is that the only other candidate move? Knight g4, there's literally no other moves that stop mate in 1. So knight g4, bishop f4. And then my instinct was to play bishop e5. But then they can always just take it. But then we take back with the pawn. And again, we threaten this checkmate, and it's not so easy to stop. So knight g4, bishop f4. It looks really strong. Knight g4, bishop f4, bishop e5. Looks really strong for black. Yeah, I think knight g4 is the move, and I think bishop e5 is the counter. I mean, I really don't see like a move to deal with this. Yeah, looks really good. Ah, queen c1 is a nice idea. Which I did not see. But not like we had much of a choice anyway. Maybe g5 now is the way. g5 if bishop takes bishop, pawn takes. And then we're happy. g5. g5 if bishop g3, then we can take. If pawn takes, then we still got mate. I think g5 should be the move. If g5 and now rook d1, can they try and escape? Go queen f2, king h1. I mean, we've got perpetual, and I mean, we were down a piece. I think we should probably be satisfied with that. g5 feels like the way. Wow, even more complications. If we take with the bishop, they cannot take. Well, they cannot take because of this. So if we take the bishop, then they need to like recapture or something, in which we got mate, right? So I think bishop takes is winning. Arsene says, Michael, I'm stronger than you. Don't at me. Oh, man. Yeah, you see, these trolls. I mean, honestly, this is actually why I didn't start streaming chess earlier. And that's even why, actually, I streamed shogi as my first thing to stream. Because, I mean, I tried streaming some chess, and I remember, I had, such a terrible experience where basically some guy pretended for a good half an hour that he was an FM and was giving all this absolute garbage advice. But why wouldn't I believe him? Because I mean, it didn't sound like absolute garbage. It just sounded like somewhat garbage, right? And it's like the fact that people are willing to just mess you around and waste your time. It's like in a shogi community, this would never happen. But I guess chess is a bigger game. You get more kinds of people, and you just get absolute degenerates just joining the streams, right? So I mean, you just got to deal with it. I mean, at the end of the day, these streams bring me more benefit than not. So this is of course why I'm doing it. So yeah, it's fine. But yeah, it's just tough. But you know what? I've actually seen the answer immediately, and this is why actually doing some Puzzle Storm recently I think has been helping. Rook h8, kaboom. Bishop takes, queen h7, king f8, and checkmate. I think that's actually just a simple mate. Let's actually go. That was smooth. We'll take those. Yeah, so we got a quick one, and that's why I'm really glad that I'm trying to keep up some more Puzzle Storm. I think it's the kind of tactical vision and sharpness that I need. Okay. Oh, I just realized there's the queen getting trapped. Can we go knight g5? The only square is here, in which we just go g6, maybe? g6, then there's queen h6. And do we have a killer blow? We can go rook h4. If if queen takes, then we got knight f3 and we pick up the queen. So knight g4, queen h5, g6, queen h7, rook h4, queen here. Then what? Maybe it's not this. I mean, it feels like this is a theme though. Knight g5, queen h5. Knight g5, queen h5, rook h4 immediately. Yeah, now we're forcing this, and then we get this knight f3. Okay, nice. Okay, very nice, very nice. Okay, that's 3 done. Let's go back. Clearance done, and now let's go on to defensive move. Until I start getting faster, then, the streams are probably going to look a lot like this for the foreseeable future, because it's only when I finish my 3 sets of 3 that we can move on to some different topics. Why c3 of all moves? 1 c3. Mr. Pizza? Mr. Pizza, you sound like you are someone I know. You're probably tricky, right? That's the vibe I'm gonna get. If I get tricky, you have to tell me you're tricky. I mean, that's such a wild guess. But okay, if you're new here, then welcome. And why c3? If you want to know why c3, okay, did Chessable really make a course on 1c3? Yeah, look up this on Google. Chessable seriously made a course on 1c3. This is a forum post that I made on c3 Venom, and you can see this has like a gazillion messages on this thread. I think it's really entertaining, and you can understand why 1c3 Venom from this forum. But okay, let's get back to the tactics. Defensive move, black to play. Okay, got 2 bishops knight, 2 bishops knight. Okay, so we're actually 1 pawn down. Yeah, I guess the move that jumps out to me is this b6 move, but actually b6 is absolute garbage because there's bishop a6, and then you lose on the spot. So, not b6 to try and trap the bishop. But could you play like bishop takes c3 first and try and induce some like trades and then go b6? Maybe that's the point. I actually like the look of that a lot. I realize I'm not solving this like a conventional puzzle, which is probably a bad idea. But the more I look at it, the more I like it. Yeah, let's go with it. Yeah, and b6. Yeah, very nice. Okay, good. Let's move to the next. You can see as well, guys, right? Like, this is what I mean about the gym. Like, the first few exercises, I'm struggling, I'm losing them. The next few exercises, I'm much sharper, I'm much faster, I'm much more confident. And this is the confidence as well, right? Like, the confidence to believe in your idea. You really need this if you want to be a strong player. You can't not be confident. Okay, so b5 looks like the idea. b5, h5, b4. If h3 takes on a3, a7. Oh, and then no, that's no good. What, right? b5? Yeah. Yeah, 1 move too slow there. We can mutually promote. b5, h5, b4, h6, b3, h7, b2, queens. This is possible too, because if we go b5, h5, b4, and they take, then we actually queen on a1 and protect h8. So that would potentially be drawish. Oh, f6. Because, oh my god, f6 is so beautiful. Because if the king comes to one of these squares, we queen with check. If they come to one of these squares, they block their pawn. If they take the pawn, then this is actually winning. Because when this whole shenanigans happens... Oh no, we can take the pawn, sorry. And even though they queen first, we queen and we skewer. So f6, that means they're forced to come here or here. And then we can actually bring our king in, and we're close enough to be within the square. Oh, that's ridiculous, I think. Like maybe not immediately. Maybe we'd push first, and then we'd come here. Oh, it's beautiful. f6, what a move. It's not f6. Oh, it's not f6. Why does f6 not work? Oh, I was calculating with prejudice as well. I mean, I wanted it to work so badly, I was itching to play it. I thought f6 was genius. Probably is b5 first, h5, and then f6. Is that going to be the point? Still not? I'm really surprised. I thought that was the theme. Oh, it's none of... Oh, I want to die. I want to die. What is this? What is this? I mean, this is why pawn in the games need to go to hell. If it's not b4 and it's not f6, then what on earth is the move? Oh, we can just play king e7. King e7, h6, king f8. Ah, for God's sake, we can just go back? Why did I not even consider that? It's a rook's pawn as well, like I should consider it. Even if the f-pawn wasn't there. I mean, this is why it's good to do these puzzles, so you see these motifs more, get this feeling that the king can come back. Oh, I was so sure that f6 was genius. Oh, there are 3 moves that just draw? At least we're not lost. At least we're not lost here. But king g6 is not working. Oh wow, this is just lost? Ah, because they take, not because they push. Ah, because now the pawn actually blocks our queen from stopping the pawn. Ah, too difficult, too difficult. Ah, rats. And this is why you should not calculate with prejudice. You could see my emotions were running wild. I was really optimistic about this f6. And as soon as that happens, you need to tone down your emotions and say, stop it, calculate properly. Because there were many, many mistakes with f6 and I just wasn't able to see it. And yeah, this candidate idea of bringing the king back, I should have given more time to find it, yeah. Yeah, wishful thinking, exactly. Interestingly though, king e7 is not working from the starting move because white now has time to play king f4, incredible. And I guess they just bring their king across and it's just not fast enough. That's ridiculous. I mean, this one... Like, why is this 2200? This feels like... This could be like 2700 in my mind. Like, but I guess it's you know, it's just 2200. Like, it really is just 2200. I mean, people with 2200 ratings are finding this, otherwise it wouldn't be 2200. So, yeah. Also, welcome to Share. I'm glad to see you join one of the streams. b5, h5, king e7, you beast. If the white pawn moves, move the king. If the white king moves, push the b pawn. Fantastic, Ashir. Good job. Good solving. Okay, let's move on to the next one. Let's try and do better. So, candidate moves. So, of course, we need to calculate what happens if we take on g4. Rook e5, take on h5 also needs to be calculated. Anything else need to be considered? Probably not, to be honest. I mean, any king move like king e3, probably the pawn endgame is drawn. Definitely the pawn endgame is drawn. So, okay, let's calculate the pawn endgame first. So, if rook g4, pawn g4, we go h5, they're not in the square. They push g3, we go king e3. That's just easily winning. That's just easily winning. We just push. Can they try something sneaky like help out their pawn while stopping my pawn, like some Bretti's idea, but they can't. Yeah, that's just easily winning. And then, yeah. It's like, how is this puzzle on the same level as the last puzzle, right? It just makes no sense. I mean, some people, like, what's the right word? Live by Lichess puzzles. I mean, I actually don't think that they're that great, but in terms of, like, how annoying it is when the difficulty is different. But what I do like about it is the fact that in a real game, you know, you don't get always, you know, like a certain difficulty of situation. It's always very, fluctuating, right? Like the difficulty of a position. So it kind of makes it a bit more realistic as well. So I'm not going to complain that much. Okay, white to play. So we got bishop pair. We've got equal material. We've got these doubled pawns. Okay, Mr. Pizza, I already said that this forum literally explains. I literally have 5 bullet points to explain why c3 instead of d4, rather than d4 and then c3. Like, there are so many reasons. I mean, the more options you give to black, I don't think are legit and are actually favorable for white. We don't always play the London. So, yeah, check out the forum. Check out the forum. I mean, every question you can think of has been questioned here. And the other thing as well, I even had a great Twitter debate with Grandmaster, I think it was Vallejo Pons, who debated with me, and we had like this crazy long thread. And by the end of it, Vallejo Pons was just like, respect, man. Like, can completely appreciate your 1c3. Good to have, like, he was like really glad that you fought your ground as well and you didn't back down. And yeah, maybe I'll even try 1c3 one day. So this is from a Grandmaster. So check out the forum, find the Twitter thread if you're interested, Mr. Pizza. But okay, let's have a look. Okay. Also, welcome Josh to the stream. Any resolutions? Not really, except for the fact that I'm trying to keep up this regime of like tactical work every day. If I can do this, then I'll be very happy. And okay, I've maintained it for 2 days. We'll see if I can keep it up. But yeah. Yeah, I explained it earlier in the stream, so that's why I'm not going into detail again right now. But yeah, let's try and solve this. So what's even going on here? I mean, f3 looks like a great move at first glance in the sense that the knight is trapped, but then you start to appreciate that there's this queen h4 check, which is quite annoying. But then on the move g3, knight takes g3 is the usual motif, but then you've got bishop f2, and this looks very, very strong. I think this just wins. Does it win? Let's really be meticulous about this. f3, queen h4 check, g3, knight takes g3 force, bishop f2. Is there actually anything that they can play that makes any sense? No. f3 is the winning move. Nice. Okay. And actually, on that note, we finished those defensive puzzles, which is very nice. Wait, there's no knight g5. I mean, we've got a bishop on e3. Oh, what am I talking about? I thought knight g5 was not possible because we win a free knight. But of course, there's a queen defending it. But okay, thankfully, yes, h4 is winning. But yeah, this queen h4 is a nice try, but it doesn't work either. We got g3 and bishop f2. So maybe I should have been a bit slower to understand that knight g5 wasn't just a hanging piece. But okay, Kaiser has our back with h4. Okay, good. I'm glad we could do those puzzles. Those advanced motifs. I'm definitely going to try and do them more because clearly they're not as strong as I'd like them to be. And we will finish the stream on one puzzle storm because I'm trying to do at least one puzzle storm a day. And then at some point later tonight, I will need to finish a bunch more beginner level puzzles, just grind them out, get them going. Okay, so yeah, we'll finish with this. See if you guys can be faster than me. Okay, let's go. Nice. 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 I feel like I am sharper. And I'm gonna keep this up every day for a whole damn year if I have to. I'm really determined to not let tactics be the bane of my chess existence. Which way round is it? I think this way. Probably takes on d6. Yeah. My mouse speed is so slow because I haven't found the right setup yet. I mean, take the knight blunders mate. So take on f6, of course. Pawn endgame winning? Should be. Almost mouse slipped to that. What is the move? Oh, probably this check? Yes. Probably this. Yeah, this is winning. Queen f7, surely. Yes, because we mate on g8. I missed that. Yeah, that looks really promising, and then you got rook h8. Yeah. Probably this. And this. Ah, yeah, then we just pick up the bishop. Oh, wait. We need to give a check first, and then pick up the bishop. Otherwise, our rook's hanging. Mate in 2. Let's not blunder mate somehow, but that's not blundering mate. That's just mate in 1, right? I think we pick up the knight. Rook d7? Feels right. Are we not just winning a knight here? What the hell was that? Pawn endgame winning? I think so. Active king, better pawn structure. That looks pretty good. Why not take on f6? Or do we take... Maybe we take here first. Shit. Okay, so we're going to have to review that. I don't see why that was wrong. Okay, so we got 30, which really isn't great, but I need to sort out like my setup. My mouse like really can't move quickly. So of course the answer must be bishop takes f6. I was just scared of this move, which of course makes no sense because I just win the rook. So why is this actually not winning? Because I also thought that if they take with the bishop, then I just take here. So why is this not winning? Ah, they can go queen c5 check and then pick up the piece. And even if we hit with the bishop, then they can take with the queen. Yeah, I think queen c5 is the only move. And that's why this is actually winning. Let's just have a look. Yeah, so d5, is it queen c5? Queen c5 is not the solution. Ah, because yeah, if they can win this pawn, it still doesn't matter. We can still take on f6. So bishop takes e5. Oh, the queen is already protecting. What am I talking about? But yeah, bishop takes f6. And then queen b6. Oh my god. Yeah, you got to see all of this. That's not easy at all. I mean, that's a really tough one. Is your puzzle settings on hardest level? No. My puzzle settings were on normal. So those puzzles we did were literally normal 2200 puzzles, which is tough, really, really tough. But okay, good effort. Thanks to everyone for tuning in and everyone for giving this the best shot. Also glad we could shut down someone rude who joined the stream earlier. And yeah, thank you guys for tuning in, and we'll be training again Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I pretty have no reason not to train consistently. I mean, basically, I was really hoping to join like the Saigon Chess Club in Vietnam, but it turns out the chess club is closed until after I leave, because they're closed for the whole of January until after this Vietnamese national festival. National holiday. So basically I miss out on all of the chess in Vietnam, which means I'm going to be able to just train a lot more on my own online. And okay, the occasional sightseeing thing here and there, I'm sure. But okay, thanks for tuning in, guys, and see you on Monday for some more chess training. Okay, adios.